All right, everybody. We are not live, but we are here in Cards and Culture for another episode of Bets and Breaks. I'm with my co-hosts, Abby Alonso, and our producer, Joe Mitchell.
Yep.
Hope everybody had a good weekend. He goes, yup. I love it. Not a ton of sports news because it's just that time of the summer, but it is. Actually, we got football preseason.
It's starting
rolling.
to kick up.
It's rolling.
Speaking of football preseason, AP released their college football rankings at 11 o'clock today, so 36 minutes ago.
Yep.
And they have LSU at 5. Before them, Georgia's at 1. Obviously, you can't go any other way, seriously.
No.
And then Michigan, Ohio State, Bama, and LSU. So, I mean, the people
Bama's in front of LSU.
Yeah, those are you kind of guess that. It makes sense. But yeah, LSU's at 5, which not a bad place to be, right, a month outside of
no, that's good. I feel like
the
top
first
5.
game? Less than a month. 3 weeks? That's exciting.
I like that Bama's ahead of us too. I like being an underdog, like chasing.
You got
a
a little extra fire under your ass to kind of pass them up. So
like
there's your college football little breakdown. Not much going on again. Camp and 3 weeks out. All of that kind of stuff.
I will say before you move on that it's pretty noteworthy that LSU's at 5 because them and Texas are the only teams to have double-digit movement from their last ranking.
Where was Texas at?
Texas
is at 11 now.
Yeah, so they jumped up 14 spots from their last ranking, and LSU jumped up 11 spots.
Well, you mean like postseason ranking last year? Or you're saying
I want to say their week
preseason?
1 ranking last year.
Yeah.
The preseason last year. Okay, that's
notable.
Cool. That's a cool stat or a little tidbit, whatever you want to call it.
I like the team for this year. I think we're going to see a lot of success out of them, to be honest.
Texas?
LSU.
Oh.
Come on. Where are we? We're in Baton Rouge.
I was just checking. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of success.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been doing your homework. Yeah. Lots of baseball homework.
It's not. You don't even need to do that much homework, really. You could just watch SportsCenter right now because the Braves are just.
I was gonna say.
Dude,
Braves, Dodgers.
Yeah, the Braves outscored the Mets, but the Mets are also abysmal right now too. But this weekend they played a doubleheader and they beat the Mets like 21-3 in the first game. Then they came back and shut them out in the second game. I mean, they just bullied them this weekend. It was bad. But then the Mets came back last night, Sunday Night Baseball. They won, but the Braves still scored 6 runs. They hit 2 homers, and Matt Olson's crushing the ball. He took over the home run leader. So
they're hot. Dodgers are hot. They're 12-1 in the month of August.
Yeah.
Teams are hitting well. They're scoring a lot of runs. How does that all affect the card market, sports betting?
Yeah. Olson as the home run leader. I think shout out Slab Stocks. They do a great job. I'm going to pull up the post exactly on Instagram, but they do a great job kind of giving you market research and stuff like that. And they put out a really cool post this morning talking about Matt Olson and his market. And I think his Bowman Chrome. So that's one of the best like rookie cards that you can have. His is up 110% since the beginning part of the season. So, stats matter, homers matter, relativity matters. Homers too, it's so crazy because Spencer Strider is probably the best pitcher in the league right now. He's the ace for the Braves. Mm-hmm. And his card market isn't, it's not crazy sexy. It's appreciated, but the pitchers don't get the love that the other guys do, like Acuna Jr., right? I mean, his market is crazy. His top 3 cards are over 20% in the past 3 months. His Topps Chrome X-Fractor, his Topps Chrome Pink Refractor, and his Topps Chrome Base. We were talking about those kinds of cards last time, right? Those are the variations. And his rookie cards, are crazy right now. Ozzy Albies, who is their 3-hole hitter or 2-hole hitter right after him, same thing. His stuff's up over 50%. And it's not crazy cards, right? These are his base cards, the ones that kids can buy in the shop, for $50, but they're going up $10. So if you get a couple of those and that appreciates, that's a good little hustle for somebody that's into collecting and that kind of stuff. So
that's incredible to me how quickly
it's
like
the stock
moves. It's stocks.
It's literally a stock.
But cool.
Same thing. Betts and Freeman's market are crazy this year. They're both, second and third in the MVP. So it's the way it goes. Yep.
Okay, we mentioned that the New York teams are kind of trash right now. They're struggling. How does that affect individual players' market, like Aaron Judge and betting and all of that?
Yes. So Judge's market is kind of the opposite of the Braves market, right? Dude hit 62 homers last year, broke the record, and his market was on top of the world, right?
Yeah.
So if you bought this time last year or, after the season or preseason, his market's down 20% right now. So that means if you bought a $100 card, it's selling for $80 right now.
Wild.
So for a kid, that kind of sucks, if you're buying that kind of stuff. But it's all relative. And even this weekend, I was looking, or 2 weekends ago, I was looking at this cool DJ LeMahieu card. You know, DJ went to LSU, one of my best friends. And in the Topps Chrome product that we were ripping last week, there was a gold carved out of 50. DJ's borderline could, you know, a couple more years be a Hall of Famer. And his card's selling for $40. Like, there's no way that card should be $40. And so I scooped a couple of them at the show. But that's when the market's down, you take advantage of it, you know? So that's kind of like what we're doing right now. I'm buying some Aaron Judge.
Right.
I'm buying some DJ LeMahieu, buying Anthony Rizzo, things like that.
I never thought before you told me to think of it as stocks. Like, I would just think, oh, this player's really good. He's like a household name. He's got to be worth it. Like, the card has to be worth a lot. But that's not the case, like, depending on where the market's at.
Yeah. Supply and demand, right? There's only so much money to go around. So last year when he was on top of the world, every kid, every person wanted an Aaron Judge card. So even the people just, parents, right, going on eBay, Aaron Judge, they just buy it now. So it's at the top of the market and all of those sales are happening, right? And then when he's not that popular, he's not on the field, it's hard, right? People are selling them. They don't care as much and that kind of stuff. And the market just tanks. So it's all, but I will say, in the beginning of the year, I made my pick for Gerrit Cole to be the Cy Young winner, and he is the favorite, so that's kind of cool. A little silver lining for the Yankees. He's minus 300 on DraftKings right now, and pretty cool tidbit. Number 2 in the Cy Young rankings is a former LSU guy, Kevin Gausman, at plus 350. So if you want to get risky and throw $100 on that, you could win 350 if he wins it. You never know what happens. Gerrit Cole could, you know, God forbid, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen, but get injured or, you know, something like that, not make a few starts down the stretch and Kevin sneaks in there and wins a Cy Young. That would be really cool.
Yeah, or Kevin just gets hotter than he is and finds a way to do it.
Which is possible because the Blue Jays are a really good team. They're trying to make the playoffs, right? I mean, there was a stat the other day that I heard on ESPN saying that no last place team has ever had a Cy Young winner. So that was really interesting to me from a betting standpoint, right? Throw $100 on Kevin and see how it goes. If they get hot down the stretch and he's one of their best pitchers, like, it's got to be in the mix. And it's all about the writers at the end of the year. They vote. So it's a subjective thing where they might not give it to somebody who's in last place.
Speaking of throwing money on players, James Harden kind of ripped his former owner, calling him a liar, and then vowed that he would never return to the Sixers. So now, of course, you can bet on where he's going to land. You want to talk about those odds and what's going on over there?
So I looked at, so that was, he just came out, ripped him, and just said, nah, I'm never playing in Philly. But coincidentally, Philly's the number 2 landing spot for him to play his first game next year. So I will say, you know, Clippers are minus 280, which means that's a pretty good feeling that they're going to get a deal done to get him there. But if not, plus 350s, again, not bad odds to throw some money onto it and see what happens.
Be playing for the Sixers again.
This is like, he's
Money
hardcore
talks.
putting that out in the media, being like, don't trade me there. Do not, like, you know, like all that. Just, that's crazy.
God, that's something, huh?
Yep.
Just the way that they can come out in the media and affect the odds and stuff. Although the people apparently aren't too convinced that he's not going to go back to Philly.
That's crazy.
Maybe Clippers.
That's so crazy.
And of course, the Little League World Series is about to kick up. I think it is so cool that it is on television. It's
my favorite thing.
Like, when we were playing, none of that stuff was televised. I was at dinner the other night with my parents and I'm like watching softball. Like Little League softball. I was like, that is so cool. I'm so jealous, to be honest. But it's so fun to watch these kids play on television. Like, that makes their world.
To me, it's like really the best 2 weeks of the year. Like, I'm being serious. Like, when I was playing ball, so I will say that they're doing a great job balancing it out and including the softball Little League World Series this year, because the baseball Little League World Series has been on TV for years. It was the most fun for the baseball guys. Like, we would, because it's 2:00 in the afternoon, there's a game on, right? So we would get to the field, we're eating some lunch, we're hanging out, and that game is on and you're in there and maybe there's some pride, right? Oh, that's the New Jersey team. Let's go, baby. Like, and we're competing with each other in the clubhouse. So like Little League World Series is always super fun for baseball players, but I think ESPN's doing a great job, you know, balancing out and including the softball this year too.
Wait, that's awesome
cool.
that like you had the top players like watching these kids.
It was awesome. I'm telling you, like, no, and that's where it was, yo, there's a Jersey team in it this year, and you'd be talking shit to the guy from Texas and be like, no, Jersey's beating Texas. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was fun. So we'd sit there and just BS, throw some money on it, you know, but.
So if you play in the Little League World Series, just know you got some eyes on you.
Yep. And Louisiana guys can talk now this year.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Did they make it?
Did they not? They came back. They beat Hawaii.
Did they? I got to check.
They were down 7-0. They came back, beat Hawaii 8-7.
That one game, but I don't think that was just a regional.
They
game.
lost the next one?
Yeah, I think they lost it, yeah.
Well, maybe they
Hey,
came.
we were still up there.
Yeah, we would have been covering that a little bit more. Yeah.
We still love AP.
But yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay, so switching from sports news, betting news, you know they've got some crazy people who just win money out of nowhere all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I think you said there was a
Yeah, I wanna look it up.
26 leg parlay. 26.
Yes. I'm going to get all the information exactly because it was really cool. Shout out my boy Ryan Verdugo. He's my betting degenerate friend. And we were just passing some things along on social media, and BR Betting came out with this one. You know, somebody put in their ticket, 26 leg parlay. They had a $250 free bet. So it was free bet.
It was a free bet.
Yep. The odds were 37,268 plus 37,000. And the last game for it to hit was the Ravens preseason game where they won their 24th in a row their game. Yeah. So let's read them out. This is 8/11. So what's that? Friday or
That was
Saturday?
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. So this was all weekend they took it because
Okay.
obviously
Right.
Saturday they played the
Yeah.
game or whatever. So Rays money line, Reds money line, Cubs money line, Red Sox money line, Braves money line, Brewers money line, Astros money line, Padres money line, Dodgers money line, Mariners money line, Rangers money line, and then Ravens money line. Well, I guess that's not all 26, but
But the fact that that's all
Regardless.
that they're betting lines on that, and it's not even props or anything like that, like
They
that's
cashed
crazy.
$93,000.
okay, it wasn't 26 picks. It was 12. It was those
Okay.
12 picks. But still, 12 money line
Either
picks.
way, how are you that lucky? Like how
don't know.
How do you guess all of that correctly on a free bet nonetheless?
Yeah, that's great.
And
And
then
it's
make
250 bucks too.
$93,000.
Oh my god, that's so wild. All right, so we know what we're doing every day. We're just throwing lottery tickets out there.
I don't know that I have that kind of luck.
Yeah, only on
Oh,
the
we-
free bets.
Yeah,
Oh,
on
yeah,
the free
exactly.
if you give me free bets, I'm good.
I
to go,
definitely,
like-
that's what I do. I do like, so when I have a 10, but my that person's probably betting a lot if they're getting free $250
Right.
bets. I get like 25, 50, maybe here, maybe 100 every now and then. But yeah, that's what I do. I try to just make like a crazy 10,000 plus parlay with the free bets or whatever and just see what happens.
maybe one day it'll hit.
Yeah, that's
Just
exactly
keep,
right.
Just keep swinging.
To
Eventually.
me, it's a cooler lottery, right? Like
Yeah.
my parents used to come home at the end of the day and go spend $1 on the lottery ticket, and they'd
Right.
watch it at the end of the night, and it's like, this is my lottery ticket.
Everybody just needs to fade whatever I bet because my only free bet I've ever gotten was Justin Herbert to throw a touchdown, and he didn't the whole game.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
I don't think
Wait,
I'll ever
that's
forget
really
that, too.
sad.
Yeah.
You wanna
Somebody
know-
has it out for you, dude.
I know.
Like that's terrible.
Even more sad would have been that, thank God that there was a limit on that. Do you remember that prop? It was a prop that day.
Yeah.
So the books every now and then, right? Like the odds for him to score a touchdown is probably minus 1,000.
Right.
Like it's going to usually happen. So what the books do is to try to get people to put in $25, be like, hey, tonight only, it's a special for Justin Herbert to throw a touchdown, and it's plus 100 instead of minus 1,000. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is crazy. I literally verbatim told Joe, I was like, I'm going to bet the fucking house on that. I wanted to bet $1,000 on it. And luckily there was a $100 limit. I put $100 on it and I lost it. But
That seems like a trap. Like if they're making something so like that should happen, that
Yeah, what do
happens
they
damn
know?
near every game.
ever since then,
100 odds.
I don't do those props, and 85% of the time they hit. And I'm like, we live in a hologram. Like they're playing games with me. It's a Truman Show. Like they know they're laughing.
And then that same month, I was here with you, and I took Devontae Smith for 40 yards in a game. First play of the game, 36 yards, and didn't get another target the rest of the
I
game.
remember that.
Yeah,
You
remind
were
me
so
not to
pumped
bet
too.
with you.
Oh my God, I know.
Yep.
That's it. Well, I mean, the way things are going with bets and breaks, everybody should be fading every one of my picks because I won money this weekend on Saturday and Sunday, but I didn't post any picks or whatever. And the ones I put out Friday, no bueno. So I don't know. Maybe the picks that we put out, everybody just fades. That's perfect.
That'd be great.
Yeah. It's still winning information. It's just we're the ones losing.
I don't know. I think I might throw money on Jayden Daniels though, because he is
Might be too late.
What? Is it too late?
I mean,
No,
you can still, but I'm saying like a month ago he was plus 2,500.
Well, yeah, I know, but now's better than never, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the second favorite, plus 1,000 odds for the Heisman. And like I said, I think the way that LSU season is going to go, that could happen.
Yeah.
I might put a little money on there.
And it is safer now. Like you're right? The reason that it's gone from plus 2,500 is there's a lot of information. We've all heard all the reports about
Right.
him. People have seen him play now. The media is getting it out there. And if you believe in the LSU thing, Brian Kelly's second year, they're going to need a Heisman performance out of him for LSU to win it. So
For sure.
I think team success has so much to do with Heisman. Like a lot of times the best player doesn't win it because their team has 4 losses. And so I think really what they're betting on with him is obviously his personal success, but they're saying LSU is not going to have more than 2 losses, I think is what's going on here.
I agree.
So I love that. I love
Me
that
too.
bet.
Yeah. for an LSU fan, I'm like, Jonah showed me on the way to the card show this weekend. He was like, it's only plus 1,000 now. I was like, dude, it feels like it's changing every day. Cause I feel like when we first started this, I think it was plus 1,200.
It was, yeah.
It's crazy. So
that LSU thing is real though, because my godmother texted me. She placed a bet like $100 on LSU to win the Natty. And I was like, whoa, like,
Grandma, you said?
My godmother. She was like, yeah, I just put $100 on LSU to win the Natty.
I love it.
I was like, any other year I'd be like, I don't think. But the way I don't know. There's something in the air that it might hit. Whatever.
That's why I think LSU changed. Like, that's perfect. Remember what I said? My speculation was after LSU baseball won the World Series, LSU football odds changed like that. And I really think it was the emotion of everyday fans that never bet, just going and throwing $100, throwing $100, right? And the books are like, oh shit, like, we gotta lower this a little bit, yeah.
Okay, talking a lot about betting, we'll switch over to breaks.
Yes.
I know you got some stuff you wanna.
Yes, we got this. We're gonna put this on our story today. This is a really cool product that released last week. It's called. So Leaf does this. Leaf is not one of the main card manufacturers, but they make cards, and what this is actually pop culture. So I thought this was kind of cool for cards and culture. So this is all like rappers and actors and actresses, yeah, and so they all have their autograph cards in here and things like that. So I think it's pretty cool, and I wanted to shout out Leaf a little bit because people are with phones, YouTube, everything nowadays, they're fans of people in different ways. So this is a cool way to kind of get some of your favorite people's autographs, and actors, actresses, influencers, like literally everybody, YouTube stars, like Logan Paul and Jake Paul have their cards in here, I think. I'll find the whole list and we can put it in the show notes or whatever, but it's a really cool product. So we have 2 of them here in shop. I'm not sure if we're going to rip them or not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I thought those were pretty cool to talk about.
Someone should come buy this and then rip it in the shop so I can see, because I'm curious.
Yeah. There's some Tyler Santiago of Santiago Sports up in New Jersey. He's one of my friends. He's got his own shop and he's been ripping a ton of them. He's a big Lil Baby fan. So like he got a Lil Baby out of 5 and he was like, you would have thought, I don't know, he was a 8-year-old kid at a like it was the coolest thing ever. Yeah, but I like it. It puts a little diversity out there and that kind of stuff. So
that's sick. Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was just sports cards. I'm learning.
And Onyx is another brand. Shout out to Onyx. They're that's who we hung out with a lot at the National. Onyx is about to make a lot of noise in the space this year because what they're doing is really investing in NIL. And so we were at the National and we went to Dave & Buster's for their party. Jayden was there signing autographs. He's going to have cards in the Onyx set this year. So like a ton of them. He signed like 200 cards. So they're going to be numbered to 200 autographs in there. There was big baseball players. There was big football players. There was big basketball players there, all signing autographs to be in the Onyx set this year. So I think that's going to be really cool too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So the breaking, what we like to do here is give it a little shout out to some of the breakers that we like around the hobby that we think do a great job. So shout out to our guy Corey over at Rated Rouge. He's not filling a break right now, but he is, our local breaker. He comes in here. He's a great customer. So make sure you guys go follow his Facebook page. It's Rated Rouge Collectibles LLC on Facebook. And you got to get accepted in there. Backyard, everybody knows Backyard Breaks in the hobby. They put on the most entertaining content out there. They're actually ripping live right now. They're always ripping. They're doing National Treasures. They're doing Memorabilia Monday. They're doing Pick Your Team National Treasures. So you can actually get some, National Treasures teams for $75, $100. You don't have to pay $3,000 for a whole box. It's pretty cool. The Bullpen LA is another really cool, breaking company shop out in LA. I love them. They were kind of one of the first shops that I got into back in the hobby back in 2017. I stopped over there. Shout out to Mitch. He gave me a bunch of boxes and got me back into the hobby. Mamba Cards is a great, company. They pull all kinds of heat. And they're actually ripping live right now as well. They're doing really cool case breaks too. So you can get a team for $65 on their website. I actually thought we might actually break into that one too. Pull Wax is a great retail shop and breaking company. They're on Whatnot Live right now, and they also have a 1 o'clock break and an 8 p.m. break. And then We The Hobby does it's so entertaining. So this is a breaking company, and they play games, and the way they do it, like you feel like you're in this different experience. So I think they're really cool, and I wanted to shout out, give them some love. They're live right now on Whatnot, and then they have another show tonight at 6 p.m. They're going to be doing a lot of football stuff. They're doing football mixers. So if you guys don't know what a mixer is basically you pick a team, and then there's 8 different products that you can get for your team. So that way it could be different years, it could be different different types of cards, but you have the same team. And that way, if you're chasing one player, you can get him hopefully throughout different products. It just diversifies the risk a little bit.
It's called a mixer.
Mixer, yeah.
Got it.
Those are my favorite ones to get into because I want all kinds of. If I'm collecting Paulo Banchero, I'm gonna buy the Orlando Magic, and then I got 8 products worth of stuff, and I'm hoping that he's gonna come out in some of those products, and hopefully I get 4 or 5 different cards.
So if you're chasing a player, your best bet is to do a mixer.
Yeah, or team. People just collect teams too, right? Okay. Say you're a Saints fan, you just want Saints players. So that's great for that. Yeah, you're just going to get a ton of them across multiple products, that kind of stuff. So it just depends on what you're into and what you want to do.
Noted.
Yep.
All right, we'll round out with our picks. I do have picks for y'all today. They're not as crazy and detailed as his, but preseason happened this weekend. I went to the Saints game. I am hammering the over on the 9.5 wins. The ones... Chiefs won, Saints won, Saints dominated. Derek Carr looks good, Michael Thomas looks good, Kirkwood, Olave, everybody looks good. The defense was on fire.
I love it.
So I am hammering the over on the 9.5 wins. Also think they win the NFC South. As for baseball, we were talking about this before the show. My original thought was to take the money line for the Braves, the Dodgers, who are both hot, and the Stros, just because that is my team. We don't have one in New Orleans or Louisiana, so that was my team. But do you think parlaying those 3 money lines would...
I like those odds. I'm about to pull it up. I just wanted to see the odds of the one that I want to go for me today. I've been bitching out on it since he's come off the DL, but I'm going to do your odds real quick.
Okay.
So you want to do all 3 of them together?
I
love it.
Why do you look so excited?
I love it. No, I love it. Because our D-Gen is rubbing off on her. She's like, let's parlay
I know.
them. Okay, so you wanted the Braves money line, right?
Yes, I was going to take the money line for the Braves, money line for the Dodgers, money line for the Astros.
Okay, and here's why I wouldn't take them individually if I were you.
Yeah.
So if you took the Braves money line just to win, they're a heavy favorite tonight.
Right.
Which means that you'd have to bet $218 just to win 100. Or you'd have to bet $21 to win 10.
Right.
I don't love those odds.
Yeah.
The risk isn't worth the reward. So if I were you, I would maybe parlay that with, what was the other one that you like? Dodgers and Astros.
Stros, yeah.
Who are they playing? Let's see. The Stros are playing at the Marlins. Love that.
Yeah.
Although the Marlins, how about the 2 comebacks in the 9th inning yesterday? There was 2 comebacks in the 9th inning of 5 runs or more. It was 5 runs.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 home teams. So the Marlins came back, and then maybe the Nationals, was it? Somebody, sure. Yeah, I think it was the Nationals, but they were down 4 runs in the 9th, and they came back and both won in the bottom of the 9th. So I say that, but
I know.
I say that
because I almost didn't. I almost shied away from the Stros.
But it wasn't the Astros. The Yankees are abysmal right now.
Yeah,
they blew a lead.
That's the only reason I stuck with it.
And the Braves. All right, I would do the Braves. Wait, they're playing a doubleheader.
I missed that.
Oh, no,
one.
that's Tuesday. No,
I was
that's
gonna
Tuesday.
say,
That's
I didn't
Tuesday.
see that.
There's not a ton of games today. I was already on Tuesday's schedule. Wait, I don't think the Dodgers or the Astros are playing today.
Does it? Yeah, but does it have to be today?
No, it doesn't. So you want to take them tomorrow?
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so if you took the Braves today against the Yankees and then the Astros tomorrow against the Marlins, that would be plus 158. I feel good about that. Or you could do Braves and Braves. Braves today, Braves tomorrow against the Yankees who are playing bad.
What are those odds?
Plus 117. So you could basically pick them to win both days. Or let's see what. So if you took the Braves today and then the Dodgers tomorrow against the Brewers, I don't know. The odds are crazy. The Brewers are in first place and the Dodgers are a pretty heavy favorite. But you could take the Braves today and the Dodgers tomorrow, and that would be plus 117. So you would bet $100, you'd win 117. If you took all 3 of them, that's where things get fun.
know. I kind of want to do a 3-leg.
There we go. All right. So if you took the Braves today, the Dodgers tomorrow, and the Braves again. You want to take the Stros, right?
I don't have to.
That's all right. I like it. 283 plus 283.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
All right. So Braves today, Dodgers tomorrow, and Astros tomorrow, and we're gonna do $25 on it.
Okay.
You like that? 25 wins you $70. I feel good about that.
All right.
and you're picking three first place teams, the 2 best teams in the National League. Astros are arguably one of the best teams in the American League.
I feel like that was.
I just
mean,
threw
no
$25
bet
on
is
it.
safe. Clearly, you lost money on the prop bet for Justin Herbert throwing a touchdown, but I feel like it's a safer option.
I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. All right, what are your picks?
I wrote it with you. I put
Did
25.
you?
I put $25 on it, so we're riding it.
Oh,
No pressure. No pressure. All right. So my pick today is. So the last 2 days, Max Fried, he's the ace for or one of the aces for the Braves the last couple of years. Lefty pitcher, nasty stuff, throws 96. And he's been striking out everybody, and he's coming off the IL, so I didn't know, I just wanted to see how it went. So I'm riding it today. I'm going to take him for 5 strikeouts and the Braves to score 5 runs because they're just killing it.
Okay.
So I think you'd be safe taking 6 strikeouts and the Braves for 3.5, but I'm going to do this one. And it's plus 120 odds. So I'm going to throw $10 on that, probably 10 to $15 on that.
So you have 5 strikeouts and what?
I think that's the move. 5 strikeouts for Fried.
Yeah.
And then over 3.5 runs for Atlanta.
Okay.
Atlanta's scoring a lot of runs lately. They hit a ton of homers. They're going to Yankee Stadium. Are they at Yankee Stadium? No, they're at home. They crush it at home. I like it.
All right, I like those bets for today.
Keeping it simple. I'm not doing a Yerfie. I'll save my Yerfie for tomorrow.
I like it.
We'll wait on it. All right, that was a lot of information.
It was.
Loaded show today.
It was fun, though. I felt like it was good. How'd you feel about it, Joe?
I feel great about it.
How much?
I don't know what happened. I couldn't get that word out, but I feel great about it.
My voice has been terrible all day today. So we had a show on Saturday. I was talking a lot. We were slinging stuff, Jonah and I. So I lost my voice. Maybe getting a little sick. I don't know. We'll see.
You better get it together. We have a long week.
We do have a long week. I know. I'm locked in. We're ready.
Yeah.
Which means we'll be back on tomorrow.
Mañana. Yep.
Oh my gosh, quick turnaround. We'll
Quick
be back
turnaround.
tomorrow.
So hopefully we'll be checking in on your picks and make sure that the Braves won the first
gonna
leg.
hit.
And then we got 2 more legs tomorrow.
Yes. So we'll keep you all
We'll check in. You'll have a cash out maybe. They might try to buy you out, like deal or no deal.
No. It's all or nothing.
You know they do that, right?
I know. Yeah, I know. I don't cash out.
I love it. Ride
Wow.
it. I don't cash out. Need it on a t-shirt.
We need
Boom.
that on a t-shirt.
Love it. Thank you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. If you guys enjoy the content, tell everybody about it. And make sure you guys come see us at Cards and Culture.